It's working. Let's go, Maestro.
Okay.
Thank you.
Live from London and streamed around the world, it's time for Harold Sanditen's Open Mic Party. Please welcome your host, Harold Sanditen.
How can people be so heartless? How can people be so cruel? Easy to be hard, easy to be cold. How can people have no feelings? How can they ignore their friends? Easy to be proud, easy to say no. Especially people who care about strangers, who care about evil and social injustice. Do you only care about the bleeding crowd? How about a needing friend? I need a friend. How can people be so heartless? How can people be so cruel? Easy to give in, easy to help out. Especially people who care about strangers, who say they care about social injustice. Do you only care about the bleeding crowd? How about a needing friend? We all need a friend. How can people have no feelings? You know I'm hung up on you, hard to surrender, hard to be easy. So heartless, so cruel, easy to be hard, easy to be cold, easy to be proud, easy to say no.
That was beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful, Harold. Love you.
Thank
Gorgeous,
you.
darling. Gorgeous.
Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, you know that I have a no ballad rule for all the rest of you, but not for me. No, I decided that twice a year, I will sing a ballad. So thank you for indulging me on that. I used to stay at home as a fat teenage boy in my room listening to that song from Hair over and over and over and over. And it was always very important to me. But anyway, enough about that. Welcome. This is our last birthday party in the month of April, whether you can believe it or not. This is our 4th birthday party, our Flower Power party. And if you can believe it, 8 years ago this month, we started live performances at the Crazy Cocks. I find it absolutely unbelievable that we've had this show going for 8 years, but it somehow has done that. And just a little over a year ago, we started virtual performances, and somehow this show has managed to go from strength to strength on the virtual stage. And I am really, really delighted that we've been able to get together around the world, all of us from all over the world. We've had people joining from as far as Brisbane to LA, going the long way around the world, ranging in age from 14 to 92. Everyone from complete and utter newcomers to seasoned professionals and Broadway and cabaret and jazz legends. So it's really something to be proud of. And I am very proud that we've been able to accomplish this. So thank all of you who are watching everywhere for helping to make this show be so popular. I did put already in there, but if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel and would like to, now is your opportunity. I'm going to put a little link in there now. There we go. And the other thing is, I wanted to say that these shows are free to watch, but they're not without cost. So if you can afford it, I would greatly appreciate it if you can donate a minimum of £3.50 or $5 per show to help offset the costs amongst everybody who's watching all over the world, whether it's on Zoom or on Facebook or on YouTube. We have 3 more virtual shows lined up before I'm going to take a break. There'll be one next Thursday, the 6th of May, then 2 weeks after that on the 20th of May. Then we'll be dark until we start live performances, which will be on Thursday, the 8th of July. We're about half sold already. So if you haven't yet booked your tickets, I'm going to put a little link in there. You might want to consider booking now. You have to book a full table, so you may have to find some friends to, you may have to find some friends to share a table with when you get to the Crazy Cocks, because they won't sell single tickets. And then we will have live shows the second Thursday of every month for the rest of the year. And starting in September, I think I've taken the decision, maybe I'm taking it right now as I speak to you. I don't think we're going to do virtual shows over the summer. I think people are going to really be ready to get outdoors and be tired of being inside. But if I feel that I sense there's a demand for it, I'm happy to put them on. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. There's no reason not to do it. So I think we'll play that one by ear, but I'm kind of guessing that people are going to want to take the opportunity to be off their sofa and outside doing, real life things. So we'll play that one by ear. Anyway, that's everything that I have to say right now. I'm going to chat with Michael Ralston. So are you there, Maestro?
I am here. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
So what's going on in your world?
Well, I've been welcoming the spring in, and I've been doing my bespoke songs. I've been writing songs for people for if they're having a birthday or something, and it's just a great way to celebrate somebody and a great way to I don't know. It's somebody described it as transformational. It's a very powerful thing. So if anybody's up for that, let me know. I'm writing songs with Sarah Louise Young, who's going to be on the show next week, and Dusty Limits too. But yeah, well done on your first song. I thought it's so beautiful, and I listened to the original soundtrack, and it's so different. The arrangement on there, it's so kind of chirpy and in a way kind of naive, isn't it? It's a young sort of angle in terms of the arrangement, and I think ours is a more cynical.
I love your arrangement. I mean, it's really so lyric and beautiful, and it's a joy to sing. I mean, it really is. I love
Thank you. Yeah. And of course, Jonathan Kitching is on kit for that, and
Robert
Rob Rickenberg, who is on the show today.
And he's on bass and on the show today, singing in like 6-part harmony. Unbelievable.
Fantastic.
Well, it's always good to see you, Michael.
Thank you, and to you, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. I always call him the fastest finger in London. He's the one who keeps the music flowing so seamlessly.
It's that one.
It's that one. Are you left-handed? You must be. How come never knew that. Anyway, let's make our way to Los Angeles, and we are going to welcome Shelley Goldstein, our first singer of the evening.
Once the 60s were a vibrant bloom, a world ruled by the baby boom. Those teens are nearing Medicaid. That decade has now decayed. The middle aging of the age of Aquarius. Age is ensnaring us, de-hairing us. It's scaring us. Once they smoke bongs in their basements, hippies now have hip replacements. Rocker guys like Mickey Dolenz now stick cameras up their colons. Acid reflux replaced acid, drop Viagra when they're flaccid. The Rolling Stones have brittle bones. Soon Mick and Keith will have no teeth. Once the Doors sent parents into shock, Jim Morrison exposed the teens who worshipped at his breast now shield their kids from Kanye West. The middle aging of the age of Aquarius. Age is nefarious. Air polluters once were bummers. Now they schlep their kids in Hummers. Sex and drugs and rock and rollers all are busy pushing strollers. Many have bifocals, wear 'em. One stands nude to Procol Harum. McCartney's vamps now call him Gramps. And Stephen Stills drops liver pills. They'd bear it all. Now it's Geritol, Grey-Hairy-us, Wheelchair-us, Despair is us. Oh, where is us? Aquarius.
Yeah, Shelley.
Every single time. Love you guys.
Oh my gosh, Shelley, you are amazing. You there, sweetheart?
I'm here, darling. I'm here. Peace and love, my darlings. Peace and love.
Yeah.
Here we
So,
go.
how's life in LA these days? What's going on for you?
It's been very busy. Knock on hippie glasses. Lots of writing. Yesterday, I did a concert via this lovely mechanism to the good people of North Carolina, and they said they're going to fly me in to do it for real as soon as it's safe to so do. And it's been a groovy time, And I thank you for this party because, as you know, this is my era.
You be one groovy girl.
I just missed it in real life, and I'm making up for it. I'm living. It's 1966. Gas is cheap. Republicans pay taxes, and and like
Gas wasn't cheap. You remember the queues for gas in the 70s?
that was the 70s. That's a whole other show.
Yeah. That's
But
true.
no, I love this era. I love what it stands for. You're easy. We've started with 2 songs from Hair, more or less, because we're now actually in the old age of Aquarius. It's not really the middle age anymore.
Yeah.
But it was a brilliant time for music and art and creativity and fashion and optimism. That's what gets me about this decade more than anything. It was the last time collectively we truly believed things could get better. So that's what I live and sing by.
Well, let's just hope that we are at a turning point right now, because it does feel like we might be, you know?
Yes, and don't throw away your shot. Get those vaccines, boys and girls.
Well, we have to wait
And
12, 11 weeks here. So my next shot's on the 13th of May. Very excited. Then I will be duly, fully vaccinated.
But if they let me back in, I'll see you all very soon. And much love to my
Well,
London.
we cannot wait. We cannot wait to see you, Groovy Shelley. You're always so amazingly groovy.
Thank you, my darling.
Thank you so much. Shelley Goldstein, everybody. Thank you. Okay, we're going to jump across the Atlantic. It's time for Evie Lake.
Yummy, 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 I got love in my tummy and I feel like loving you. Love is such a sweet thing, good enough to eat thing, and just what I'm gonna do. Ooh, love to hold ya, ooh, love to kiss ya, ooh, love, I love it so. Ooh, love, you're sweeter, sweeter than sugar. Ooh, love, I won't let you go. Yummy, 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 I got love in my tummy, as silly as it may seem. The loving that you're giving is what keeps me living. The love is like peaches and cream. Kinda like sugar, kinda like spices, kinda like what you do. Kinda sounds funny, but to love honey, honey, I love you. Yummy, 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 I got love in my tummy. Your love can't satisfy. Love is such a sweet thing, good enough to eat thing, a sweet thing that ain't no lie. I love to hold you, I love to kiss you, I love it so. Ooh, love, you're sweeter, sweeter than sugar. Ooh, love, I won't let you go. That's all. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my darling. Happy birthday to, happy birthday to, happy birthday to you.
American I love it.
Oh, thank you so much, Evie, for the wonderful birthday message. Are you there?
Hello?
Yeah, hi, sweetheart. Oh, I love your hair. I
Oh,
haven't
thank
think I've seen it long like that, down like that. You usually have
Oh,
it.
it's all mine, as you can see.
On-
It's right down to my arse now.
There you go. And so Michael sent me a message. I have to laugh about this. He asked about your nipples.
Oh, well, they're not real ones.
That's what I said. It's a printed shirt. But when you said that you were inspired by Beryl Reid in Entertaining Mr. Sloan, it immediately made me think of Kath.
Oh,
Because
of
she's
course.
always parading around in something like, "Oh, Mr. Sloan, they make these things
All
so
over the room.
skimpy, as if they want to make rape."
I love it at the beginning. From the very get-go, she gets caught by the policeman.
Yeah, so have you just discovered those movies, or did you know them before?
Oh, I knew them before. I knew Entertaining Mr. Sloan for quite a few years, and I found it fabulous. Of course, it's got some how do you say? Well, wonderful dialogue, and in a way, it's quite ahead of its time. Because
Oh, yeah.
at the end, they I think Ed and Mr. Sloan, they get married. Yeah, it's fabulous. And of course, killing of Sister George as well. You know, I thought I'd add in a bit of Coral Brown, and of course I'm dressed like Susanna York at the moment. So
A little bit of everything. So how have you been? What's going on with you? Are you easing out of lockdown now? Have you made any travel plans?
oh, I've got lots of plans. I'd like to go maybe to France if it's possible, but not until the end of the year. I think I'm gonna wait and be good for the majority of the summer. And also by September, most people, go back home. So, but who knows?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll just make use of my garden. That's what I've been doing. What about you? How are you?
Everything is fine. It's just a waiting game for us, really. It's, waiting for the second vaccine and then feeling that you can start reintegrating completely and utterly. But
Yes.
like everything is a waiting game. And as long as you've got the patience to stick it out, we'll get through it. It's just keeping that patience level. It's hard to do. But anyway.
Well, it's like waiting for a bus, I suppose. That's the thing.
But we're coming back to live shows, and I can't believe it. They're actually booking. So something's going right. That's the good news.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, thank you so much for having me, Harold.
it's a
always
pleasure.
good to do this, even if my cake felt like it was melting in the rain beforehand.
That was a really fun video. A bit spooky, a bit scary, a bit crazy, but just really terrific. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Evie Lake. Okay, we're going to stay in the UK now, and it's time for our bass player for the open mic, Robert Rickenberg.
The taxman's taken all my dough, left me in my stately home, blazing on that sunny afternoon. I can't sail my yacht, he's taken everything I've got. All I've got's this sunny afternoon. Save me, save me, save me from this squeeze. I got a big bad mama trying to break me. And I love to live so pleasantly, live this life of luxury, blazing on that sunny afternoon in the summertime. My girlfriend's run off with my car, run back to her ma and pa, telling tales of drunkenness and cruelty. I'm just sitting here, sipping on my ice cold beer. All I've got's this sunny afternoon. help me, help me, help me sail away. Give me 2 good reasons why I ought to stay. And I love to live so pleasantly. Live this life of luxury, lazy on the sunny afternoon in the summertime. Ba-da-ba-doo-boo, ba-dee-loo-ba, ba-dee-be-a-doo-da-doo-do, ba-boo-doo-ba-da, ba-ba-da-ba-da, ba-ba-da-ba-da-da, ba-ba-da-ba. Help me, help me, help me sail away. Give me 2 good reasons why I ought to stay. Hey, hey, hey. Well, I love to live so pleasantly. Live this life of luxury, lazing on that sunny afternoon in the summertime.
Hey! Stop the drum song.
Indeed.
Somebody has some music going or something in the background. Please turn it off. Robert, that's truly amazing. How many of you are there? I can't hear you. There.
Yeah, sorry. It goes from about 3 to 5 in spots.
3 to 5. That was really amazing. Really, really wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you panicked when I said, "Do you want to do a number?"
Oh my God! Well, when we had that chat, and was it either you or Michael came up with the idea? I did. I started to sweat, because especially because the standard of stuff that people have been sending in or doing on the show this last year has been unbelievable. And I thought, oh my God, I've got to compete with that. So yeah.
Well, you bellied up to the bar, boy. Not that you have a belly or anything like that. That was amazing. That was really good. And is that your son over your left shoulder?
Oh yes.
We haven't met him. What's his name?
No. Oh, Stefan.
Stefan. Hello, Stefan.
Oh,
are you a musician as well? Stefan, you have to come talk to me now. I'm talking to you. Are you a musician?
Yes, I play a bit of drums and a bit of bass. I'm learning bass now, guitar, and I'm trying to learn how to sing.
Well,
so maybe different stuff.
Just ask Dad.
Yeah, so.
How old are you, Stefan?
14.
14. Well, maybe when we come back in the autumn, if you feel like it, do you want to do a video?
Well, we could try.
Okay. We'll let you and Dad talk about that in the meantime. That would be great. You would be competing with the other youngest person who was 14.
Oh,
So
excellent.
Good. You would be in the running for the youngest performer on the open mic, which would be terrific. So, Robert, have you got any gigs coming up?
Yeah, fortunately, there are a few things coming up. Actually, quite a few of the old Crazy Cocks who've done a fantastic job of getting everything going. From is it May they're starting? Is it end of May, beginning of June?
Yeah.
So I've got a few things with Jay Rayner and also Melinda Hughes. She's got a new show called The Tales of Madness from Paradise.
Tales of Madness from Paradise?
Paradise, yeah. Because she lives in, I think it's Barbados, doesn't she? Quite a lot of the time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've only met her briefly once, so I don't know her life.
So with her, and obviously I'll be back there with you in July.
Yeah, that's good. And then August, don't forget August 12th.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's going to be great. I mean, to see you guys again, to touch you would be fantastic.
I know. Can you believe that? We'll actually be able to have a hug and dinner together.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of weird, isn't it? Reintegrating. It's like you're afraid to do it. You want to do it, but you're afraid.
Yeah, a steak haché, bring it on.
Yeah, well, listen, thank you. That was really, I love that song. I
great.
always love that song. But that was just so much fun. Great arrangement. And
Oh,
your
thanks so much.
harmonies are just perfect. Thank you so much.
Cheers, Harold.
Thank you. Robert Rickenberg, everybody. Thank you. All right. Now we're going to stay in the UK. We're going to make our way to, I think it's called Sompting. And it's time for Barb Younger.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else, but not for me. Love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw your face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave you if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. Seems the more I gave, the less I got. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw your face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave you if I tried. Love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw your face. Now I'm a believer. There's not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. ride. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I'm a believer.
Bob. I love you, Bob.
Yes,
Love ya.
yes, yes.
Yo, Barb.
Oh, that was good.
Love you, Bob.
Woo-hoo! Oh my gosh, Barb, that was just so gorgeous.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I really, really love that song.
Yeah, me too.
And oh, let me find Simon too. Here we go. Simon, let's see. Are you unmuted? Are you there, Simon? Oh, maybe that's not Simon's iPad. Maybe not. Okay. Well, Barb, I'm back with you now. I'm sorry, but I can't see you. Say something.
No, I'm here. Can
Oh,
you hear
there you go. Now I see you popped up. Hi. And your mom is with you and Bambi is with you. How lovely.
Bambi said, well, they're both fine. They're both fine. My babies, I have two babies. One's funky and one's made of fur. They're my babies.
Oh, they're so lovely. So you've been doing some recording I've seen on Facebook, little bits and pieces for the 2 minutes. So you've been doing a Dylan song you're going to release on the 28th of May. Tell me about it.
Right, that's right. Forgetful Heart. Because this Bambi doesn't want me to talk to anybody. She wants to be loved. We went in the studio. I mean, honestly, it was such a revelation to be playing and singing together again. And I because we were allowed to, I suddenly thought, hang on a minute, we're allowed to go in the studio. So I phoned up Christoph and I phoned Jenny and Dudley and I said, would you be happy to be in the studio? They all said yes. And they all said, we've had our first vaccination and all that stuff. And so we went in and I can't tell you, it was so emotional to be playing and singing in the same space again. And I think I became slightly mad by it. I became slightly mad on it, like summer wine. It was fabulous. It was really great, actually. Yeah, I didn't realize how much we've all missed. I mean, this is wonderful. It's wonderful. And people's creativity and all of this, I can't even begin to express what I feel about what everybody's doing with the mediums that we've had, with the media we've had. But what we do when we're together, and to suddenly be back together again, it was heart-opening. It really was.
Yeah, I think wondering, I keep picturing myself going back into the Crazy Cocks and doing the show. And it's really weird in my mind because I'm trying to orchestrate how you actually do a show. The open mic, I'm not on stage. So, you're going back and forth all the time. How do you do all this stuff? And I'm crying. But, whatever happens will happen. It just will be so emotional.
Exactly. And that'll be fine. That'll be so, so fine. And it was so funny listening to you sing Easy to Be Proud of. And it reminded me, because my mum's here, as you know, that I went to see Hair in Manchester. It was touring. And I'm in a very fortunate place in life that I've met people who I saw on stage when I was 14 when I think I saw Hair on stage, or 15. And I went to Manchester and my mum and dad forbade me to go. And I went wearing my mum's dressing gown because my mum had this beautiful maxi dressing gown. And when I came home, my dad locked me out because he was so appalled that I'd gone out in my mother's dressing gown. Her dressing gown was, I'd worn it in Manchester. And we got up and danced at the end because you could get up and dance, me and my friend Ava Ford. And little did I know that I would one day know Sonia Christina. I would one day know Annabelle Levington. I didn't know that one day I would call those people friends. So that just felt very moving to me to see that. And also, Shelley, what you said about hope, and I've said it often actually, I think we were beyond lucky to have experienced a time where there really was a creativity. My God. And I talk about this a lot with Mary Wilson. But you know, you would listen, you would switch on the radio, and it would be full, and everything was played. Everything was played. You know, Denmark Street, Los Angeles, New York, those places, all those studios were full of actual musicians actually playing at the actual same actual time. And that's why they're full of fucked up shit. You know, they're full of bits that speed up and bits that go slow and bits that don't work. And it doesn't matter, because what they create is something alive in those moments. And I really noticed the difference in that, actually. And that doesn't mean, you know, I don't think that nothing good is ever made now, because I don't think that. There's lots of great things made now. But there was a sort of creativity then that was quite astonishing.
Yeah,
There was a lot of rubbish as well. Just FYI, there was some really terrible things. Not yummy, 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 which was great. That was a great song. I loved that song very much. And also, dizzy, I'm so dizzy, my head is spinning like a whirlpool, it never ends. And it's you, girl, making me spin. You're making me dizzy.
Oh my gosh. So you've got some gigs, you've got lots of gigs coming up. What's on in the books?
Well, astonishingly, and I do find this astonishing, I've got to say, and believe me, I'm taking nothing for granted, because these things have been in and out the book. Like, do you know what? Like, you know, things that you don't even want to say online. They've been in and out the book like nobody's business. But I've got a bunch of dates in the book, and you know, as we all know, it came to March last year, and everything went out the book, and we all went, what? What are we doing? Who are we? What do we do? So to have things in the book is kind of astonishing. Crazy Cox, Rope Tackle, oh, I don't know, some festivals and bits and bobs and nice things. And yeah, it's lovely.
It's really, really, I'm really happy for you for that too. I really, I'm so happy that people are getting back to work, you know. That's really so important.
Well, and the Little Angel is opening, Harold. The Little Angel is opening, and we're putting on The Smartest Giant. It opens, I think, at the end of May. And 4 times that went back with social distancing. So that just feels extraordinary as well. So yeah, so I'm happy for all of us. And I got a phone call, didn't I, Mum, this afternoon, and it was Ball Tree Surgery saying, "Are you free tomorrow afternoon? Would you like your second vaccination?" And I said, "That's the nicest message I've had today."
Oh, congratulations. How exciting. I wish it was me. Oh,
Yeah,
everything is a matter of patience nowadays, isn't it? Has your mom had both hers?
My mum's had both hers, and you know, we've got this little cabin outside. And yesterday, our friends came, because they can stay outside the house, came and stayed in our cabin. So that felt really exciting to have friends here that we met in the garden. And they stayed in our cabin.
Pretty Patel is watching. Be careful.
Just don't start me, please, Dad, because nobody neads to hear.
Let's not talk politics. It's really disgusting nowadays.
From the north, don't. So much love to you, Harold, for everything you've done, because you have kept everybody's hearts going through all of this. You and Michael have done something quite extraordinary, and it will never be forgotten. It will never be forgotten what you've done for this community. Never.
Thank you. Well, I've had fun at it. Like I said earlier, I'm tired of making videos, but I have had a lot of fun, and I'm glad I've been able to keep it going for everybody, you know.
It wasn't just keeping it going, it's keeping it going with such grace and charm and kindness and generosity and joy.
Thank you. That's the nicest message I've gotten all day. Thank you so much. That really touches my heart. Thank you so much. Thank you, Barb Younger, her lovely mother. I don't know your mom's name.
Ingrid. My mum's
Ingrid.
Ingrid.
And Bambi.
Bambi.
Dear sweet Bambi. All right. We're going to make our way across the Atlantic all the way back to Los Angeles. It's time for Jason Graw.
Hey there. I should now like to sing a song for you from the musical Sitting Pretty by Jerome Kern and P.G. Woodhouse. Up the river, there's a college which authorities acknowledge is a cozy sort of place to go and dwell. And with joy each student chortles as he passes through its portals, and the faculty conducts him to his cell. How I wish that there I'd waited, wish I'd never graduated, for the memory of those days still stirs me so. And the birdies every spring sing, aren't you coming back to sing, sing, where you used to be so happy long ago. When it's tulip, tulip, tulip time in Sing Sing, oh, it's there that I would be. There are gentle hearts in Sing Sing, watching and yearning for me. Oh, I wish I was back with a rock or two to crack, with my pals from the class of '99. How I miss the peace and quiet, and the simple, wholesome diet of that dear old-fashioned prison of mine. Oh, I'd give a lot to go there. Life was never dull or slow there. Every night there was a concert or a hop. Or I'd sit discussing cooey with my old pal Battered Louie, quite the nicest guy who ever slugged a cop. We was just a band of brothers, each as good as all the others, as the humblest sort of sneak thief you might rank. But when you'd been there a week, well, you were treated as an equal by the high and mighty thugs who robbed a bank. Oops. Oh, it's tulip, tulip, tulip time in Sing Sing. Oh, it's there that I would be. There are gentle hearts in Sing Sing, watching and yearning for me. Oh, there's no place like home, man, I'm tired of having to roam through the world with its women and its wine. So just bob my hair and shove me where I know the wardens love me, in that dear old-fashioned prison of mine. Sue me.
Oh, I love your apartment.
I do too. Let's talk about your house. You there?
Hi.
Yeah, you've got a gorgeous house.
Thanks. I'd like to say this. I love my house. Are you kidding? It's beautiful out here. I live, under the hoe of the Hollywood sign. So, it's a great view. Harold and I grew up in Tulsa, which is a slut backwards. And now I live under the hoe of the Hollywood sign. So it's like amazing. But I'd like to say this, Harold. I think I misunderstood our assignment because I saw Flower Power. And so, and I had a bunch of videos to do this month. So I was like really like full up on videos. So maybe I didn't read the email close enough, but I was like Flower Power. So I was like Tulip Time and Sing Sing. How perfect.
It couldn't have been more fun. The whole point of Flower Power was anything to do with flowers. If you wanted to do a hippy dippy song, that's great. But if you just
Okay.
wanted to sing about Tulip Time and Sing Sing, that's absolutely fabulous.
Anything
So glad.
goes. All right. Well, everybody has been so deliciously 60 and feeling the love of the 60s. And I was watching this going, oh my God, I'm doing a fucking Jerome Kern song from 1923. But, you know, I thought you guys are in England and it's PG Woodhouse. And so I thought, you know, I did this show. This is from Sitting Pretty. And I did it with two expats. Kim Criswell played my girlfriend. We did it at Carnegie Hall in the 80s. And I played the young burglar. And this song was actually, and Kim played my girlfriend, Dixie. And we were like the naughty couple, of course. And then this song was sung by my Uncle Joe, who was an ex-convict. So now I'm old enough. I've moved into my Uncle Joe years.
So you've got a show Perfect Harmony coming up too, right? Or it's streaming, I'm sorry.
It's streaming, which sounds like you're going to the bathroom.
Yeah, it does, but I'm sure it's more fun than that.
It is. You know, it's fun. I filmed it like Barb was saying, you know, I went into a theater and filmed it with John Boswell, the great John Boswell, who's my musical director. Isn't he the best? And we went and they made the smaller theater into a cabaret and they filmed it. And it was great. You know, it was live. John and I were there together live. There was a crew filming us. This was like a month and a half ago. And it was so exciting, yet nobody could laugh. You know, there was the whole production team and they were all working and they couldn't laugh because of continuity. So I saw them like doing this, but it's all silence. And I don't know how much more I can do. I don't know how much more I can do for no laughter. I mean, it's just like, and I love doing it, but then when I watch it and it's just the silence is deafening. But yes, it's been streaming for Musical Theater West, which is a great theater in Long Beach, and 42nd Street Moon. And we have one more week of streaming and I guess it's going well. I watched it once. I had a Manhattan while I was watching it, which made it bearable to me. And I can't watch it anymore. And but people don't seem offended by it, so I think it's good. And you know, it's all Jerry Herman songs, and I've got a lot of really funny stories because I've worked with Jerry so much. And you know, the stories I think are really funny. No one laughs, but you know, I think they're funny.
Does the dog laugh at your jokes?
The dog laughs at everything I do. He is the cutest thing in the world. He is like our marriage counselor. He's my husband's and my marriage counselor.
Oh.
He's been the MVP for this entire, you know, quarantine. He's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. Having a dog during this has really been unbelievably wonderful.
Oh, they're the best. They're really angels.
They really, really are. And you said that you are hosting a Sondheim Cabaret benefit.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Doing a really funny song that no one will laugh at. And that's coming on. To kill myself. I'm ready to kill myself. It's really good though. This song, Jerry Sternbach and I put it together, and I'm the host of this show. And we put together. It starts out with "Beautiful Girls," ba 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 ba, and then I go into I'm calm, I'm perfectly calm, I'm utterly under control. And then, so we do this whole shticky thing with I'm calm, that I'm a nervous host. And then we go into From Follies, no, don't look at me, please, not just yet. Why am I here? This is crazy. I'm calm, I'm perfectly calm. So it's like we go back and forth. The silence will be chilling, but it's going to be amusing.
I want to see this. How do I watch this?
All right, it should be funny. And then it's for the Pacific Residence Theater, which is a lovely theater in Malibu that I've never been to one show at. But anybody asks me to do anything, and I say, sure, I'll help your theater out. So I'm happy to do anything. I do though, Harold. I yesterday got a job offer with your friend and mine and everyone here, Linda Pearl.
Oh, really?
We were supposed to do this play a year ago, and then it got pushed off for obvious reasons in Santa Barbara, and it's called Tenderly, and they've found dates for it. So we start rehearsals in September, and it'll run through the end of October. I'm so thrilled, and to get to work with Linda. And it's a play about Rosemary Clooney's nervous breakdown when she went into a mental hospital.
And you play Rosemary Clooney?
I play her nervous breakdown.
Well, you'll be good at that. You're calm.
I'm calm. Yeah, Linda is just, we did a reading of it several years ago, and she's such a fine actress and singer. So she's really got like all the qualities. You wouldn't look at her and think Rosemary Clooney, but I'm just so excited, to do anything. And yes, to go into a theater, to just perform and be with our people, what could be better?
Well, it's all coming back. So we all just need to have a little bit more patience and then jump on the bandwagon and get on with it,
Yeah.
You need to do.
And why are you guys taking so long between your vaccinations? Why does it take longer over there?
Because the idea is that they want more people to get their first vaccine, because you get a level of immunity with the first vaccine. So
right.
That way we could get more people vaccinated first time round. But we're over 50% of the population has been vaccinated, and something like 35% have had 2 vaccines. I mean, we're really up there in terms of percentages. So
great.
I hate everything else about this government. They seem to have gotten the vaccines correct. So that's at least, a step in the right way.
Great. Well, we're very excited. California is like at an all-time low. And, we were leading the country in COVID cases and hospitalizations and all that. And now we're leading the country in how few cases there are. So we're very, very happy over here, finally. So
I hope I'll have a chance to see you sometime soon. Maybe even
Harold.
Tulsa.
Yes, let's meet in Tulsa.
I'm going to be there from May 27th to June 21st.
That's such a long time to have to be in Tulsa.
Yeah, but I actually am really looking forward to it. I haven't seen my father in, it will be 18 months, and it's really tough to not be able to be with your loved ones. So
that'll be wonderful. That'll be wonderful. Say hi to Oklahoma for me.
I will. I know you don't want to do that yourself.
I do. I really do. I love Tulsa so much. I hope to get back there and visit my girlfriend.
Which girlfriend?
My high school girlfriend's name was Laura Lee Dick.
Oh, I know her. Yeah. Well, you like anything with a dick. Nobody laughed.
I didn't say it, everybody. I didn't say it, Marianne. Harold said it.
Anyway, love you, Jason. Thank you so much, Jason Groff.
Thanks for having me, Harold. It's always good to see you.
Thank you. All right, we're going to make our way across the United States to New York City. It's time for Sean Harkness.
I love.
Thanks so much.
Oh, that was really just amazing. You're going to have to unmute yourself. There we go. How are you? How's life
So
in New York?
it's springtime. Can't deny it.
Yeah, and we have flowers and everything. What was that called? Forest flower?
Yeah, the title of the song is Forest Flower. Kind of just like Jason, I just went for a song that had flowers in the title or whatever. But as I further researched it, it turns out that song is actually titled Forest Flower. The album Forest Flower was recorded live at the Monterey Jazz Festival in 1966. Charles Lloyd, the saxophone player, was the leader of the band with Keith Jarrett, Jack DeJohnette, and Cecil McBee. And it was so colorful. And that's back when, there was a lot of protest and revolution in the air. And these guys were kind of like the flower power sector of the jazz community, saying, hey, chill out, let's just listen to some music first, we'll do the protest tomorrow, and that record just caught like wildfire and kind of became the jazz anthem of the flower power movement. Wouldn't you know? I didn't know that all these years that I've been playing it. I just love the song. And anyway, so a little bit of jazz history.
Played it so beautifully too, just unbelievable. Your musicianship is second to none.
Oh, you're kind to say. Of course, I'm hearing all the mistakes and the little things that I should have done better.
Well, that's what all of us do when we hear our own stuff. But for those of us who were listening to someone else, that was impeccable. That was really just amazing. So you said you've been doing a lot of accompaniment tracks for people. So maybe you want to put a little thing in the chat in case anybody wants to get a guitar accompaniment.
Well, yeah, that is what's been keeping the lights on these days. That little room that you see is right here in the basement. It's an acoustically tuned, soundproofed room, and I got a great mic closet and a pile of different guitars, electrics and acoustics and what have you. And thanks to the community of people that I've known over the years, the phone keeps ringing, the emails keep coming in. Everybody's got projects to do, and it doesn't always have to be piano accompaniment. So I'm downstairs recording tracks for people a lot. Sometimes just a single acoustic guitar track, sometimes multi-track, and in some cases I'm even quarterbacking full productions. Doing a lot of I do all the editing in Pro Tools and all that stuff, and video editing, and oh my, doing things I never thought I'd have to do this much. But I'm thankful to be able to. Both to have the gear and the knowledge, and also the opportunity to work for people who want it. So,
Well, I'm really glad we got you back on the show, and this time no technical difficulties.
Hey, well done.
Well done. Yeah, that was really awful last time. It was just so horrible. But anyway, you see, sometimes it does work properly. There you go. You just don't know. You have to leave it to the technological gremlins. But anyway, thanks for joining us again. I really
Thank you for having me. So nice. So nice. I love this.
Really
keep it going.
To have you on the show, and look forward to having you back another time, and look forward to seeing you in New York City. If not London, when are you going to come back to London?
We were supposed to last year, but I'm supposed to be in Europe in general in October. I got a couple things on the books in Germany, and we'll try to expand from there. So who knows? It might be October, early November.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
All right.
Sean Harkness, everyone. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to jump across the Atlantic. Oh, wait, before we do that, I want to take the opportunity again to tell you all that these shows are free to watch, but they're not without cost. So if you can afford it, it would be really nice if you can donate a minimum of £3.50 or $5 per show to help offset the costs amongst everybody who's watching. Okay, now it is time for Carl Charity.
Blah 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 blah. Thursday evening, blah blah blah. Get a look at me. Blah 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 Thursday evening, and I'm all that anyone could ever be. It's Thursday evening, I'm lovely Carla Chastity. It's Thursday evening, and I know Harold's gonna be close to me. Thursday, such a special day. Thursday, sometimes it just pops out so camp and gay. On Thursday evening, there's never a warning of what you might see. On Thursday, crazy cocks, it's glam and bloody lovely. Every other day of the week is hard. But whenever Thursday comes, I'm a friend of Dorothy just some of the time. Thursday, just look at me. It's Thursday evening, and I'm all that anyone would want to be. On Thursday evening, I'm a lovely Carla Chastity. It's Thursday evening, and I know Harold's gonna be close to me. Every other day of the week is but whenever Thursday comes, I'm at Crazy Fox with Dorothy some of the time. Thursday. Oh, that song's lovely, Carla. What are you going to call it? Oh, thanks, Derica. I don't really know. I was thinking maybe Thursday. Oh, I was thinking Monday might be good. What? Yeah, I think Monday's a bit more... A bit more what? Did you hear it, love? Yeah, but bloody what? It's just that Thursday sounds a bit... The bloody song's about Thursday. Harold's open mic night. It's got sod all to do with bloody Monday, or Tuesday, or any other day. Yeah, I suppose, but still... You daft wagon-driving tart. Carla, I'm only saying... Shut it, Derica, or I'll pull your tits off again.
My God.
Yeah.
So Carla Chastity, are you there?
I'm here.
Oh my gosh. There's a lot of Quentin Crisp going on in that video.
I tell you, it's very hard to watch. Very hard. And why didn't you tell me there was going to be a guitarist on the show?
You didn't ask.
Obviously, when Sean saw that, he knew I was a trumpet player.
Oh my God. Well, I have to say, I've known you for what, like 8 years now? I've never, ever seen anything like that.
Yeah, I was a bit worried about Francis as well. I know he's here somewhere.
So who put your makeup on for you? Did you do that?
Oh, that was, well, we had about 3 hours in a little window with, oh, I must say that Louise Claire Marshall, the trouble is with that I've stopped listening to the music, and she did such a good job. We put the music together in a little while, and she's such a clever girl. Friend of mine who sings with the Jules Holland Band, and all credit to her. I did say, I must say, and her daughter did the editing of 2 hours of ridiculous video in about 30 minutes. So between them, the very talented couple of girls. So I have to thank them very much for helping me out, because I was a bit stranded with not really enough time to get things done.
Well, I thought it was just great.
good.
You've got a gig coming up at Toulouse-Lautrec on the 3rd of June, you said. That's amazing. How's that going?
That's yeah, I'm excited about that. It's a show which I'm going to call Jazz from the Shows. So all my years of sitting in pits playing for people, putting ridiculous makeup on and singing, which I never thought I'd do. So that's great. We've got, you know, snippets from everything from West Side to Guys and Dolls, Fiddler, Sweeney Todd, all kinds of things. So that's an exciting project for me with Liam Dunnicky. I've got Alec Dankworth and Scott Chapman on drums. So it's a lovely group.
And Ian played the piano for you on one of your earlier videos, right?
Yeah, he did that the tune More Than Losing You, that tune of mine. Yeah. So that was nice. That was nice. Yeah, he's a super talent, and these guys, you've got to grab them quick because everyone's starting to get busy again now, which is nice, of course. But and I hope everyone here gets diary bookings and you know, everything sort of starts to wake up.
And you've got another gig. You're going to be at Ronnie Scott's on the 18th of July, which is great.
Oh yeah, I must qualify that. I will be there. That is true. But I'm a guest of Leanne Carroll.
Yeah.
And she's an amazing phenomena. And it should have been in December of last year. She does a thing called Cold Turkey. Which is, in fact, Melly used to do 3 weeks at Ronnie Scott's years ago, and then the Ray Gelato band kind of stepped in, and Leanne does from Boxing Day and then the following day. So that's great to sort of turn up here. It's one of those gigs where you can go and have a little sing-song, and you know the place is going to be packed out.
Which is perfect. That's the way.
Which is not always something I get to enjoy.
Yeah, well, that's the benefit of piggybacking with Leanne Carroll, right?
Well, it's nice, yeah, because it's a chance to you know, do something different, and we talk about, you know, get to do a couple of tunes. Yeah, she's a great person to learn from and be with, and a great band to play in. So yeah, I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky with that. Yeah. And I'll be wearing a shoe by then, so that'd be nice.
That'll be good. Yes, exactly. Well, I really look forward to seeing you in person sometime soon. Sadly,
same, Harold, same.
For your Toulouse-Lautrec gig, but I hope to see you soon, no matter what.
And congrats to everybody. Thank you, everybody. And it's been a pleasure to sit here and listen to stories and see the incredible. The network of people all over. It's a joy. So congratulations, everybody. Thank you
so much. Carla Chastity.
That's the last time.
For the last time, Carla Chastity. Okay, so we're going to stay in the UK, and it's time for Diane Horn-Hill, Wilma Drop, and Mama Babs.
Turn on, tune in.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you miss me. While I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams, don't leave your worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. They say we're young and we don't know. We won't find out until we grow.
Well, I don't know why that's true, 'cause you got me, baby, I got you. Babe,
I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
I got flowers in the spring. I got you to wear my ring.
And when I'm sad, you'll come out. And if I get scared, you're always around. So let them say your hair's too long. I don't care, with you I can't go wrong.
Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can climb. Babe,
I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
I got you to hold my hand.
I got you to understand.
I got you to walk with me.
I got you to talk with me. I got you, babe.
Turn on, tune in, drop me out.
Oh my God.
Woo!
I'm a serious artist, don't you?
Are you there?
Yes. Can you see us?
Crazy people. Oh my God. Poor Mama Babs with her head in your boobs and those.
She was loving it. She's the right size as well. Straight for the nipple action. Terrible.
You guys are too much. That was so much fun. Oh my God. So what's going on in your worlds? Diane, you last time we spoke, you were feeling a little bit scared of getting back into the swing of stuff. Have you started getting your sea legs in terms of performing?
I still feel the same way. I'm not interested in going out and being on the stage. No, I've lost my confidence completely. No, but doing a video at home is so much fun. I love it.
Well, perfect. Then we know exactly who's going to be on the virtual shows, don't we?
For everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something, what's the word? There's something that's really nice, and there's no risk involved when you do it at home. Of course, you make mistakes, and it's never perfect, but you don't feel like you're taking the risk of going into a room with other people. But I'm ready for that, and I am sure that Wilma is. I can't imagine that Wilma is thinking she wants to not be on stage.
Oh, no, she has. Those tits can't be kept under wraps. It's impossible.
So, does Wilma have gigs coming up?
She's got 76 gigs from the 22nd of June until the end of the year, and I've only got 9 gigs as a boy, so she's definitely winning.
Well, there you go. That happens. It was Women's Appreciation Month last month, so there you go.
I have convinced this one to join me on the Crazy Cock stage on the 22nd of September for the return of Swing to Soul, which you saw at the Hippodrome, of course.
Yeah.
So she's definitely doing that. She's not going to change her mind.
She can't change her mind.
I have to say thank you to you, though, Harold, for giving us the chance to do all this, because I just love dressing up fancy dress anyway. So to do this and have a theme and and see everybody else doing it. It's just so much fun. You've really brought life to this dull.
And this is normal dress, of course. This is how she hangs.
That's probably Barb's mom's dressing gown, the one that
she got it out of her wardrobe.
for the concert. She went to go see Hair in Manchester. I
Oh,
think that's so funny.
And I have to say, I've got my tickets for the open mic on the 8th of July. I'm just very, very excited. I just can't wait to be back in the room even. I don't even want to sing. I just want to sit there and just absorb the atmosphere and just see all the people I
But we'll
love.
all just sit there and absorb the atmosphere. Nobody will sing. We'll just sit.
Which also sitting and all hugs, like one big orgy. It'll be fabulous.
Well, that's the whole thing. Can you imagine? Like, we can actually hug people. I'm guessing we'll be able to hug people. I know. It's kind of weird.
I can't wait to see everyone.
Me too.
Yeah, but we will, and we'll have a meal in the brasserie. I mean, things that we haven't done in 14 months, 16 months, 18 months.
This
Unbelievable.
feels really surreal, but yeah, I just think we're all ready for it. And I just hope that we don't go into another lockdown. I think there's going to be riots on the streets if that happens. I don't think people will accept that now. I think let's just get out there and do it. Not the piled bodies on the streets as Boris would refer to.
But, Boris Johnson.
Yes, quite. Well, I'm double dosed and ready to mingle, so
Well, that's dangerous, isn't
I'm
it,
ready to
itself?
go.
God, God help the world. Huh?
Well, that's good. Well, it's always a pleasure to have you guys on. Thank you so much.
Thank you, too.
That was so much fun, and nice to have met Mama Babs, even though we have never met in person.
We're trying to make her famous, actually. She's 80 this year. She's 80, yeah, and we're desperate to make her famous. She's never been a singer. She's never done anything like this before, and so just getting her out and getting her together is just she's loving every minute.
Well, you guys sounded great. She has a nice voice, so there you go.
And you do realise we don't rehearse. It's a one-hit thing.
One
Just
take
do
wonder.
It. One take.
That's the best way to do it anyway, because then, you're running on adrenaline. But thank you so much. Diane Horan-Hill.
Thank you.
Love you, Harold.
Thank you.
Much love to you both.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So we're going to stay in the UK and we're going to make our way to Tracy Coleman.
I came upon a child of God. He was walking down the road, and I asked him, "Where are you going?" And this he told me. He said, "I'm going down to Yazga's farm. I'm gonna join in a rock and roll band. I'm gonna camp out on the land. I'm gonna try and get my soul free. We are stardust. We are golden, and we gotta get ourselves back to the garden. I said, "Can I walk beside you? I came here to lose a smog, and I feel to be a cog in something turning, turning, turning. And maybe it is just the time of year, or maybe it's the time of man. I don't know who I am, but life is for learning. We are stardust. We are golden, and we got to get ourselves back the garden. By the time we got to Woodstock, we were 500,000 strong, and everywhere there was song and hope and celebration. And I dreamed I saw the bombers riding shotgun in the sky and turning into butterflies above our nation. We are stardust. We are golden, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden. Ooh. We are stardust, made of billion-year-old carbon. We are golden. We just got caught up in some devil's bargain, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden, to some semblance of a garden. Oh.
Beautiful.
Wow, Tracy, that was just gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
I love a bit of Joni.
I know you do. I know you do. You were the first person who said flower power.
And when you got to do flower power,
You
you've
have
got
to
to do
ask.
Woodstock, you know. And then when you got to do Woodstock, you've got to give it your all, really.
That was amazing. Did Steve Rose do that arrangement for you?
Well, actually, yes, he did. Yeah, he did.
It
Yeah,
was beautiful. And he played piano, right?
if you listen to her do the oh goodness, I've forgotten what it's called now. But there's an arrangement she does with the guitar, Shadows and Light. And basically, I lifted completely from Shadows and Light, but she did it with guitar, and I did it with Steve on piano.
Well, it was simply beautiful. Thank you so much.
No,
So your three-hander has been resurrected?
yes, and fancy Evie mentioning Coral Brown. I mean, how often do you get the mention of a Coral Brown on an evening? Because my
Twice in one evening.
because it is about Coral Brown and Vincent Price and Peter Lorre. So there is a possibility, there is a glimmer of chance that we will be putting that musical on soon. Well, soon. I say soon. Months.
What about gigs? What's coming up for oh, why can't I think of your group?
Plum Busby.
Plum Busby. Oh my God, I can't believe I couldn't been way too long. So you haven't done a show in long enough, I can't remember the name.
Quite.
So any gigs coming up for Plum Busby?
No, and our regular venue isn't going to open again. It's closed its doors and will never reopen. That's the Hideaway in Streatham. It's a brilliant venue, and unfortunately, they're not going to open again. So that's us. That's our regular gig. So I've got to schlep around and see if I can find another regular gig for an 8-piece band that is very weird. You know.
Plenty of places. What about Toulouse-Lautrec?
Well, 8 pieces, we can hardly get us on the stage there, to tell you the truth.
You can put some in the bar at the back.
Some on the stairs, lounging.
So are you still doing are you teaching Pilates? What's happening on that front?
No, I'm not, but I'm going to start again. But I don't teach an awful lot. But basically, I'm just learning guitar, but learning a bit of piano, and risking my neck roller skating. So.
Really?
And rollerblading, yes.
Huh.
I wear lots of padding.
You should have done car wash at the disco night. I'll put on another disco night if you'll roller skate to the car wash.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I mean, I look. I'm without me moving, I look great. With me moving, I look terrible. I look so frightened.
Where are you roller skating exactly? Like down the M4?
No, really, anywhere. See me anywhere, I'll still look frightened.
Nothing to do with the traffic. Well, we'll look forward to that video too. Very much so. It's always a pleasure to see you, and I'm really glad to have you as part of the family.
Oh, thanks for having me. I mean, it really has kept us all going. Thank you, Harold. And I loved your ballad. It's so great to see you do a ballad.
Yeah, I don't do them often, do I? I used to be a crooner. When I started out, all I did was croon.
And now look, as you're a compere, you keep having to do G'ing out numbers.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. You know, I've got to increase the energy at the beginning of the show. So I don't know. Anyway, occasionally I will just dip my toe into the ballad water.
Do it. It's appreciated. I enjoyed that.
I love singing them. It's just never feels like the right thing to do to open a show. But there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much, Tracy Coleman. Everyone, thank you. Much, much, much love. And before we move on to our last singer, who I'm going to chat with before her song, I just want to thank everybody again for coming tonight. I want to thank Michael Ralston so much for his dedication to this show and for being the fastest finger in London. And I'm going to unmute everybody so we can clap for everybody as I tell you their names, the singers. Shelley Goldstein. Stevie Ray. Robert Rickenberg. Barb Younger. Jason Bra. John Harkness. Carla Chastity, also known as Diane Horan Hill, Wilma Lee Johnson, Tracy Coleman, and let's have a round of applause in advance for Susie Woods, who's going to be our last singer. And I'm going to meet you all again. When the show is over, I'm going to stop the streams and stop the recording, and anybody who wants to stay around and have a drink on Zoom and meet your other performers and anyone else who's in the room, that would be absolutely terrific. So Susie, let me find you here. Oh, you're on twice. Okay, here, you've got to unmute yourself, sweetheart.
Hello, can you hear me?
There you go. Oh, I love the flowers on your cheeks.
Can you see them?
Yeah, I haven't seen them before. Have they been on the whole show?
Yeah, they've been on the whole show, but I did them on my video and nobody could see them on my video, so they're complete waste. So I thought I'd put them on against that. And look, I've got other flowers. Look. Save them.
You are so creative with your ability. I mean, you know, everybody else uses green screen, but you actually do the real stuff. It's amazing to me. Really?
Learn how to. I couldn't do the green. Well, I've just bought one for this last video, and it's changed. I tell you what, that's hard work too. The green screen thing. If you're going to do, you know, super layer, whatever it is, that's hard work too. But yeah, the old-fashioned way was like I did these with a bespoke picnic tablecloths and paper plates.
Your creativity is amazing. Yeah, nobody's seen the video yet, so they haven't seen the flowers.
No, that's true. I should
They
hide them.
feature prominaently. Now you need to hide them. So
I should need to hide them. The other thing I'm good at doing now is I'm making fancy pants for ants. So if anyone needs, hang on, this one's got love on it. Look, if you need fancy pants for ants, I'm making fancy pants. Not easy because they got big bums. Can you see that?
I wonder what it's like around your house. That's hilarious. So what about gigs? You were feeling like you were losing your confidence, like Diane.
Just like Diane. I understand it. I know, Diane, where you're coming from. I totally understand how you feel. And I've actually, my old agent that used to get me regular gigs, like routine clubs and pubs, I've actually said to her, I'm not doing it anymore. So I've kind of pulled the rug out from my own feet. But that's not to say I'm not going to sing anymore. I mean, if I get a chance to come down to the Crazy Cocks in a heartbeat, I'd be there. I do have a sort of a Motown and a James Bond show, and I sing with big bands occasionally, which I want to do more of. So basically, I want to be, I don't know who was saying, I think Barb was saying, with real people. I'm tired of doing the solo thing, and I just want to be with real people. So that's my line in the sand. If I go back, I'm not going to be on my own, throwing myself to the wolves. I'm just going to be with people who hopefully play really well. I'm not even that choosy, to be honest. I'll play with anyone.
You'll be your piano player. You'll be choosy. Suddenly she's choosy.
Choosy Susie. But I just want to be with, it's been a great time to stop, and rethink stuff. So, and this, I tell you, honestly, Harold, like everybody else is saying, you have been a complete savior. You've made me laugh doing these videos that have been completely batty, but just to be part of these shows and see how everybody else is doing and hear what they're doing I've loved it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, sweetheart. And thank you. All of your videos are really so creative and so fun. And you know what? When I think about it, if you look at the overall, the diversity and the variety, it is amazing how each of us creates something so unique to us, which sort of indicates our personality. It throws our personality out there, and it's what makes the show so exciting. I mean, it
So
really.
even though a theme might seem limiting in a way, actually it's how people take it and make it their own, which is makes it so fantastically interesting and exciting. So yeah, I get that.
To that extent, I was really happy that Jason chose a song about flowers.
Yes.
I really was. I was so happy when he was talking about all the flower songs that he was going to do. I just thought, well, leave it at that. Anyway, thank you, sweetheart. I can't wait to play your video for everybody. Sending you much love. And this is now Susie Woods.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the bear you love and hold him tight, so happy together. If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me, and ease my mind, imagine how the world would be so very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, Teddy, the skies are blue for all my life. Me and you for me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, Teddy, the skies they are blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. Ba-da-ba-ba how they toss the dice. It had to be the only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together, so happy together. So how is the weather? So happy together, so very happy together. So how is the weather? So happy together, so happy together, so happy together.
Thank you all so much again. I am now turning off the stream.